Hello, my friends. Hi. Okay. So, uh, Ajay, this side once again. Today I'm going to show you another application of deep learning, uh, a capture recognition system. Capture recognition is always a very challenging task because in captcha you will get image various. You can get the font, numeric value along together, and most of the time those value overlap each other, and yeah, it is almost used in every website for verification purpose between robot and human. Now with the implementation of this, mm, uh, if we deploy this model on on website or for cracking purpose, robot can also recognize captcha and cracking the system and can be done anything. Okay, so I'll show you the model. Before proceeding further, let me introduce myself. I'm Ajay. Wasting so much time of your people, because yeah, time is very precious. Get back to my model. So I'm showing it on Jupyter because you can visualize things. Okay, so yeah, definitely for building the model, I have used captcha image, from where I can import the captcha image, a MATLAB library, matplot for plotting it, numpy, yeah, for numeric purpose, and random for generating the random number. Okay, so I just initialize the width, height, and the length of character, also the classes. Okay, so I'll show you the characters also at here. So let me run this thing. So these are the character. Total number of characters are 37. That means number of classes stand for 37. I am using a captcha having 4 words. So the length of character is 4. If you have captcha having length more than 4, you can just change here. Instead of 4, if you are using captcha of 6 or 7 or 8, you just put it here. Right now this model is I built for capital uppercase, but if you have some lowercase model, all you require to do, just add a string case, and you will see something like this. Now lowercase also get added, and thereafter the number of classes will also get changed. If I run this block and classes, now the number of classes being changed to 63. Yeah, also we can change that captcha, but as this model is for 4 classes, so let me get back to the model. And total number of classes is 7, width 170, height 80, length of character is 4, number of classes is 37. So that's my model. Okay, uh, so this is my model. Yeah, definitely I need to build the tensor first, then thereafter the convolutional layer, neural two-dimensional convolutional neural network. Yeah, introducing max pooling. The pool size is 2 by 2. These all filter when I applied. Thereafter I reshape the target matrix, fed it into the dense environment, and thereafter I apply the GRU. Great. GRU. Okay, and I merge these GRU layer at here. Okay, I initialize second layer, second block architecture here, and merge it here using concatenation, and after that I fed that model into dense layer. Base model has been built. Thereafter I just shape this model to corresponding to number of length, and finally I compile this model. Let me compile this thing. Yeah, everything is going fine. So yeah, let me show you my actual model, because for getting understanding of deep learning, it will be easy that we can check it out on flowchart in the form of flowchart, and it is very easy in case of Keras, because I'm using visual utility here. It will give me a plot of my model, and this is my model. Let me enlarge this thing. Oh yeah, it is not getting enlarged anymore. Okay, these are the input layer. I hope you people able to see it. Okay, number of input layer. This is uh, three-dimensional model. The size of layer and total as RGB image. So uh, have containing three block. Input output is same. Thereafter first convolutional, second convolutional, third convolution max pooling. I initialize for loop. So these block repeated three times up to here max pooling. Thereafter, as I told you above, I apply the dense layer. Prior to dense layer, I reshape the network and fed it to the dense layer. Okay, after feeding it to dense layer, I apply GRU. Okay, I have two GRU graded unit and merge them into a single unit. After merging, I again apply GRU and concatenate here the merging, and this is the final output. How I train. The number of target vector are 4. So after this thing, let me show you one of the captcha image. This is the one of the captcha image. It's being changed every time because it is picking randomly, and the model evaluation is done here. This is the evaluation function. Thereafter, for getting the accuracy in terms of epochs and in each evaluation, I just apply here. And here at this part, the training is being performed with the number each time the number of samples we will take is 51,200, and the total number of epoch which is being performed is 200, and the evaluation is done on 12,280 samples. Okay, well, once I perform this training, it will take lots and lots of time, so I actually train my model and save it somewhere else. Okay, and I name this model as model.h5 in the form of h5. I'll show you how it get execute, but let me start the training and end it. And once the generator get start, you know, training process is very slow. So you can see it's being started. So once the train, it takes lots of time. As you can see, the estimated time is for a single epoch is 2,71,000 2,63,629 seconds. That's is almost around 13 hours for single epoch. So it takes almost month to get train the model. So let me stop it because I have already the pre-trained model here. I'm just stopping this kernel. I interrupt it. Okay. Now I just generate this after being generator. Okay, I'll just fed the character image here and pass the number of argument, and this is another captcha which is being used for evaluation purpose. As you can see, GZ31 after model get being trained, you can see the true predicted values being evaluated, and I'll show you this evaluation on my pre-trained model. Okay, we deploy this pre-trained model on website at the backend, and everything is being stored in a single 4 MBs file. So this is I run. Let me show you the full version of the code again. Yeah, so here I start the captcha image. Okay, and I for fetching the model, I need to generate the sequence of model again, and here I loaded the h5 weight, a pre-trained model. Okay, and I use this model for prediction purpose. So this as you can see, another image is being generated. Now let's see what prediction do I'm going to get here. So I change the image. It's OIVD. Let's see how much accuracy we can get from. Oh, definitely this is not that much accurate, FOIV, but yeah, little bit accurate. If I try 2 or 3 times, because model is being not fully trained model, so I'll be getting some success rate in 2 or 3 times. As you can see, The evaluation and the process time in which a pre-trained model giving us a result is very quick, very quick. This again generate an image, and let's see what prediction we are getting. As you can see, we almost achieve almost able to recognize the character. Let me check it again. And here, yeah, here I obtained the character. Okay, so this is all about the capture recognition. This is our model, this is our model. So people can write it down and check it out whether it works on your PC or not. Though the training time almost for 37 to 38 days, so definitely you must have some patience for getting your model fully trained. As you can see, for one epoch it will take 2,53,117 seconds. Okay, this much training time it is taking on my GPU. Okay, you require a graphical processing unit that will cost you around yeah, ouch, that will definitely hurt your pocket, hit your pocket badly. Yeah, definitely with the help of deep learning we can do anything. You know, there's a way, the big thing about deep learning, uh, we can train it and build the model which will be more and more and much intelligent than human being. The someday I'll say the time will come that most of the time, most of the task will be will be done by the human, and life get easy. And yeah, I'm on my way trying to build something like this. So this is one of the robot, though it is small but a sufficient achievement for me, and I hope you like it. So before ending this video session, let me introduce myself again. I'm Ajay Jatav. This is a capture recognition system